versus Dallas, definitely a very storied rivalry, and that's putting it very lightly, I will say. Always, I feel like it's just everyone gets along.
Oh, yeah.
But there's definitely this thirst to prove yourself.
Everyone just wants to be able to say that even if I'm not better than you, my region is better than you. My city is better than you.
And for Houston in this tournament right now, that last hope in the winner's side is Lucy, getting through Dakpo. And the main thing for him was just the adaptation that he had throughout that set, going from a close game one to a very convincing second game.
I mean, we saw the dividends that Denti's adaptation game plays when he's able to get these sick 5 or 6 combo strings on you. But it might take him a little bit to get there. He's got to figure out the way you like to move. And again, this is a classic situation of Denti playing Luigi, really wants to get in, get that grab, get that damage. Playing against Toon Link, a character who really does not want you to be invading their space. He needs room to set up his traps.
I feel like against Toon Link, it's going to be a bit harder for Denti to go with the standard fireball stop strategy that he had employed against Germ. Now he's going to need to really try to incorporate some shield stops if possible. Meanwhile, Lucy very nearly carved up a Denti stock very early on. Made it look like Thanksgiving for Houston.
Wow, but able to make it back onto this stage, fighting his way out of the corner, Denti.
He's just holding onto that shield for dear life. Now, the question is, will Lucy start going for the back throw mix-ups because Denti is so accustomed to holding shield?
I mean, the thing is, you can't throw somebody, you can't grab somebody when you have a bomb in hand. You got to get rid of that.
True.
So
very true.
He's got to find ways to make Denti scared enough to hold shield when he doesn't have a bomb in hand, or find ways to get rid of it and then be able to still throw out his grab quick enough.
You notice what Denti is doing. He's just not approaching. He'll throw out the fireball, say, come to me, come to me, come to me. Lucy does. The trap snatches, ends up getting the back throw, gets the stop.
And Denti, this is just the classic Denti. He's so patient, he's so calm. He doesn't want to approach if he doesn't have to. But Lucy says, I only need one opening too, my friend.
Yeah, Lucy at the ledge tonight has been looking incredible. Just really great callouts. He knows when his opponents are scared, and he's so good at committing to the smash attacks.
Sorry, I thought the Denti drop sheet. We just saw like 5 forward airs. Yeah. This character, really, really solid conversions. Able to chase people off stage. A pretty terrifying amount if you're comfortable with that match.
Again, Toon Link with those bombs. The follow-ups are insane. Uh-oh, Denti.
Still at his jump is A-okay.
And he's still going back to the fireball strategy. I think it's going to make Lucy maybe pull more distance between some of the bombs.
And we saw from the corner, Zaire was actually a pretty useful tool to get through that fireball. Not only does it hit through it, but that hitbox continues into hitting Denti and might even set up for a follow-up hit after.
You're right, so many Zaires.
He's adapted to the situation at hand. He sees Denti throwing these fireballs and realizes, hey, I have a move that does really well against that. Why don't I just start using it a lot more? It's just really hard to implement Zaires so much when you're trying to pull bombs and get these setups, because you can't Zaire when you have a bomb in hand. It'll just drop. It'll explode on you.
Now, what can Denti do maybe to get around the Zaire?
I mean, running in and shielding, it actually doesn't have too much shield push. So if Denti is able to condition Lucy into throwing out that Zaire at a certain spot, he might be able to punish it. It is pretty safe, but I mean, there are openings. You might be able to roll past, get a grab.
The very scary thing there is if Lucy decides, instead of just a Zaire, just to fast fall and then do a normal grab, then the shield stop definitely gets punished.
Oh yeah, it's a big back and forth with mind games and 50-50 kind of scenarios.
So many mind games tied up, crossing the 2-minute warning in this first game. Mental fatigue has to be a factor. These players have been competing for hours now.
Here we've seen Denti's answer to the Zaire is to roll behind him. Behind Toon Link, you don't have very many options actually to just immediately contest your opponent. I think up B out of shield or just up B in general might be the quickest option you have, or up tilt even. But Luigi, when he's directly behind you, he can apply some pressure, force you into some rolls, get that up smash, get a grab. And or he can just punish you with that neutral air kill from ground level.
The nooch!
The nooch? Did he just pop a nooch?
He popped the nooch.
Real throwback Thursday hours, my friend.
It actually is Thursday now, so it's okay for us to do the throwback.
It is Thursday.
Honestly, for me, it felt a bit of an anticlimactic ending. But if we look at the meat and potatoes of that last game, so much adaptation throughout to really feast on and so much information to be gained. Lucy had amazing, amazing presence, did a great job assembling the data in the last set. Let's see if he can do something similar to bring this series to Game 3.
Starting off, a lot of projectiles being thrown, but not a lot of substance in it. No real damage on the board, and positioning is still pretty neutral. But here, Denti gets a grab, and this could be huge. 34%, not too shabby. Able to get a second grab. He has no jump, but the Zaire is going to make quick work. Oh,
that's right, no jump, tether grab. Still such a great option to grab ledge, not only just to pest the shield, of course. Denti snags the bomb and says, this whole follow-up off bomb thing, let me try it out myself.
And he just got a couple of grabs and went from 0 to 100 real quick.
And just the fireballs, they're putting Lucy in shield, and that's all that Denti needs to get his hands onto Lucy. Now the big question, how does he close the stock out?
And he sees the Lucy is starting to jump away from that forward air. Might be able to hit him up with that pre-patch combo. Start the Rising Tornado, catch his jump away. Or just land on him with the nooch. That's all he needs.
The nooch to win.
Wow, the patience from Denti. Lucy ran behind him, just sat there, jabbed once, did nothing.
He's not scared of the grab. I mean, the grab, if Lucy decides to go for the grab, he's at 32. What's the worst that could happen?
You're not wrong. Toon Link doesn't have amazing confirms out of his grab.
And it's way too low of a percentage for Denti to even be considered, concerned with losing the stock.
Oh, but that up air, so long lasting, just beats air dodge clean.
Now Lucy just trying to pin Denti down, but you're noticing the space allocation going in favor of Denti.
And that boomerang coming in to interrupt, though, not going to be able to get so much off of that throw. Just one forward air.
And Denti, by mixing up whether he's going to be doing the fireball or the forward air, is actually catching Lucy's jumps, catching all the options that Lucy really has to evade the fireball in general.
Denti might be playing from the corner here, but I think that that's one of the places that he's actually most comfortable. He just digs his heels in, throws the fireballs, and says, come to me. And come to him, Lucy did.
Another grab for Denti. A triple-digit lead so far. Lucy's going to need to dig deep if he's going to make this comeback happen.
Ooh, there he caught the air dodge and was actually able to punish after the forward air had come out with a neutral air. This neutral air just coming in so clutch for Denti.
Again, just the Zairs that we saw previously. Is this the time that Denti starts going back to the old strategy of rolling behind the Zair?
An up smash would probably kill at this percent. Ooh, but he just catches the rollback from Lucy.
Why didn't he go for a back throw there?
You know, valid question.
That high of a percent, I can't imagine that the down throw was intentional. Or Denti maybe just has like an awareness of percentage that eludes me.
Perhaps.
Either way, Lucy's starting to really be a factor back into this game.
One bomb could probably do it with this kind of rage. Confirming into something strong like a forward air at the edge of the screen. Honestly, it's anybody's game.
Certainly is. And Lucy can even catch the roll away that Denti's been doing as well. Go straight for an up smash.
And again, the patience from Denti rewards him.
Great there from Lucy, though. Forward throw. This has to be
just the up throw. Hello? He hit him with the up throw. That mixed me up.
I'm not going to throw the signs. They're good signs.
So I knew that up throw could kill, but I never expected to see it. Not in my lifetime.
Those games, each one was so brutal. Like, it was pure mental warfare the whole time.
Always down to the wire.
I mean, like, down on the clock, too. Each one crossing the 2-minute warning.
I mean, when you're playing Denti, you've always got to be ready for the long game because this man knows how to put up a solid defense. He really knows how to just dig his heels. Like I said, if he's in the corner, honestly, not even the worst thing in the world for him. He'll dig his heels into the corner, throw the fireballs, and say, come to me. You now have to approach.